Welcome back to Freelandia News 34. I'm your news anchor. And today we will be talking about the new Freelandia president election. With the new party, the SRF, coming up into power, the new president of Freelandia beat the other party. Drum roll, please. Guess who that is serving his fourth term? Jordan Peterson Jr. beat Jude from the other party 16-45 points by winning over most of the majority vote. As several people were saying, since we want to break it down into the party, Jermaine Peterson got 45, Jude got 6, then Mia got 1, and former Vice President Mackenzie Miller, she got 6 points comparing how she did in the last election. And the inauguration of Freelandia President Jermaine Peterson will soon be coming up around January time. But as we were talking about that, we realized that Mackenzie Miller has put some salt on the president for saying he was a traitor for switching parties after the other party has told him that he was useless to them, so he moved to the Socialist Party. As we know, Freelandia might be, and also America and Freelandia have now finally reached a peace deal over 2 months of fighting near Pittsgrove. So, what would this mean for the new people that will be in the refugees that will be coming back to the country? Will this mean a new regime will be put into place? Or will we try to prevent another war from happening just like it did last time? And the Freelandia president has quoted that they are trying to be peaceful and not be hostile to any countries. And Pisa has finally collapsed as due to the war that's going on. And it collapsed into 2 countries, North Pisa and South Pisa. They are now fighting. How convenient. So then the Pisan president fled to Freelandia and is now serving as vice president for his 4th term as well. As he failed to run for as vice president. 3rd term as vice president. So sorry about that. And plus, Freelandia is now talking about how Freelandia started talking about the Epstein files more loudly than other countries have. But Freelandia has not stayed quiet. It has now reached to the point where they have not fully, but kinda declared that they will be moving away from the United States because they feel like there is too much going on in the country, and honestly, didn't even have a government for 40 days. So, as Freelandia has decided to move away from the United States several times in the past couple days, what will this mean for the people of Freelandia without the United States backing? Well, it will mean that Ireland will have to step up to keep itself under control. And Freelandia's new state, which has been dealt with by the president, they want to reform a new state that will be carved out of Weastlandia and Albertson. Albertson has yet to deny, and so has Weastlandia. Let's see if they can come to a deal about this new state showing up, and I hope it will be in our borders, and it will be a peaceful, nice going place for all to thrive into, which probably won't even happen. But let's think on the bright side here, guys, because it's not like we haven't had a civil war in the last week. Oh yeah, and plus, Weastlandia has decided to come back to Freelandia, come back to the United Socialist Republic of Freelandia, as they have been working together, as the governor of Weastlandia is now under trial for treason, and plus the governor of Albertson is also under trial for treason for working with America to destroy the Freelandia slide. And all we're going to be talking about is how, for this next week, is talking about the new court cases that will be coming up. But since the wind and the coldness, and plus the rainstorms that are coming, and plus the mix of the snowstorms and Thanksgiving, people are saying that this trial might not come until maybe February or March by the time. But is that possible? Or is Freelandia just going to stop right there on that case and those governors can go scot-free? I don't think that's going to happen. But if it does, in the meantime, we can wait it out and watch some new seasons of the new shows. Now, transitioning from political news of Freelandia to movie news. Movie and show news. People are now going to start CBS and Pluto and streaming station, even more in Paramount Plus, and more streaming stations are now going to get some flooding because of the new season of NCIS, which people are really to see about if McGee's new book is really going to attract some people. So, you guys can stick around to watch that. I'm just going to deal with my boring job. But in the meantime, now going to aircraft news, Freelandia has finally got together their new aviation center and is now testing the laws of gravity and plus flying in the air. Our the Freelandia science program is now testing out with trying new materials, and plus, Freelandia is now recruiting new people to the military, which they're now making it so 6-year-olds can go into the military. Sounds kind of messed up, but this was not about the old regime. The old vice president pushed for it to be put in. And plus, in the Freelandia Mall of Marketing, the new stores have opened up, Raising Cage and Chick-fil-A. And plus, Mazda and BMW are now coming back to Freelandia after the war. Will we see more brands coming back to Freelandia, or more of them will be leaving because of the tariffs that have been put on North Pisa and sanctions have been put on North Pisa because North Pisa has tried to invade South Pisa, and Freelandia has now gotten involved trying to help South Pisa destroy the North. And so Pisa can be reunited, or will this be another scheme of the president trying to make a new puppet state out of an already independent country? And that is all for Freelandia news today. Hope you guys like this new setting and style that we will be putting on every Freelandia news video from now on. Instead of being kinda in the office, we will be more in an open area. And plus, if you want to talk to the president has already put out the Freelandia Talk email. So if you want to talk to him, please email him Please email him. And plus, if you don't want to, you don't want to. But if you want to, try and do it. And that's it for Freelandia News. I hope you guys enjoyed it all. And plus, remember, to the field, to the steel. And that is for Freelandia News 38. 34. 38's a ripoff. Okay, bye.